Hey everyone, it's Friday. It's Jill and Rob from Michigan Mortgage. We always like to just kind of touch base at the end of the week. A lot of things going on in the mortgage business, and Rob sees a lot of clients each week and just wondered what were some of the things that were the goods and the bads, and what good advice do you have for people that might help them?
Yeah, so one of the things that I saw this week, actually on a couple different occasions, was people that had written offers and I had never spoken to them before. So they were trying to apply for a loan after they've already found the house, and it creates lots of problems.
Yeah.
As you can imagine.
Yeah. So in those situations, what would your advice be to someone so that doesn't happen?
So some of the do's and don'ts, I guess. The first thing that you need to do is you need to get someone that I would call a trusted advisor. So you need to contact the right lender, and make sure that you at least talk to them over the phone for a period of time, if not meet with them. We try to meet with all of our clients, but one of the things that we do is we sit down with them and make sure that they understand their cash to close, understand exactly how much money they're going to need in the transaction, make sure that they're comfortable with the payment, that we've given them all sorts of different options. And the other thing we do is make sure that they have a budget, so that they know just because they qualify for something doesn't mean they actually should buy that. So when by the time they leave, and I hear this all the time, oh my gosh, I talked to another lender, they just said go find a house, and we are make sure that they understand their options and understand what they qualify for, exactly how much money they're going to need. So as you can imagine, if they don't do that first, they write an offer and they can be disappointed with the results because it may be more money than they wanted to spend on a monthly basis, or they might need more money to qualify. There's just so many different things that can happen. So
Okay. Well, good. So, are there specific do's and don'ts that you would say that you could kind of list that would help people in that process, just to make it a little bit easier?
Yep. So I would say those are kind of the do things. I guess the other thing with regard to the do's, make sure that when you talk to your lender, you give them all of the facts. Don't try to hide, well, I'm getting this money from XYZ. Tell them exactly where the money's coming from, because there's lots of ways that you can mess up a file by trying to qualify with finances that you haven't documented. So it's really important to make sure you're honest with your lender, and then also obviously you got to make sure that you have the right realtor too. So if you're just out there looking at signs and want to write offers, that can be real problematic. Okay. With regard to the don'ts, I would say the things that you would think are logical may or may not be logical. So very quickly, I see people taking out new debt while they're trying to get financing. Never do that. With regard to your job, make sure that you don't change how you get paid, that they don't change from a W-2 to a 1099. Okay. If the way they get paid changes, it can change the financing. But other than that, I guess the last thing is don't make big deposits into your bank account. Cash to close is a super important thing. We've talked about this on a number of different times, but proving where the money's coming from to buy is very important. So if you are making big cash deposits that are not payroll, it's problematic. So,
okay.
Yep.
Well, awesome. Well, I know that we have an extensive list of do's and don'ts that we put on our blog last week, I think. So you can go to www.mishmortgage.com and you can get all kinds of information on our blog events section of the website, and it gives you really good, just more detailed information on that. So check it out.
Have a great weekend, everyone.